We're live now. We're live with the Space Quest Olympics 2019. Hey, everyone. Sam's doing a little dance. What we are doing tonight, briefly, is we're going to be playing arcade sequences and I guess sequences from the games that we have invented as arcade sequences. Don't worry, I'll explain. We will be playing these in a sort of friendly competitive manner, and the winner receives absolutely nothing whatsoever except for a shitty PNG of a golden mob that I'll put together quickly in Photoshop. That's your reward for.
Is it a new one or the same one from last year?
I'll Photoshop it onto a new background. We are doing this on Scott Murphy's birthday. We did that last year as well. This is in fact our birthday gift to him, which is a shitty birthday gift, I realize, but a birthday gift nonetheless. So hello, Scott, if you are watching somewhere in the vicinity of the Milky Way galaxy. Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy Scott.
Happy birthday, Scott.
And as you can probably tell from the stream window here, there's a little bit of text in the top portion of the window that says "Donate to Scott Murphy." #FuckCancer. Now, #FuckCancer is relevant every day for every single person on this planet, and animals as well. I hear they get cancer as well. But the thing is, Scott Murphy actually had cancer. He is thankfully, so far, fingers crossed, free from it again. However, thanks to the wonders of the American medical system, he is now up to his asshole in debt. So, what we are doing is every time you go to the URL streamlabs.com/SpaceQuestHistorian and throw money at it, they will end up straight in Scott Murphy's PayPal account. No middleman, no nothing, just straight in there. Everything you donate via that URL tonight will go straight to Scott Murphy, and Scott will spend it telling his cancer to fuck off. So, the first event is a new event in the Space Quest Olympics, which is easily said because we've only had one, the past year of this. So everything is technically a new event, but this event is called Lap Around the Deltor. And it is a very complicated event, but basically what it entails is in 3, 2, 1, go!
And after a fairly even and uneventful start, looks like Sam has a slight edge over everybody else. Alexander's close on his tail.
I don't even know what I have to do at the end. I don't even have the FAQ open. I'm like just
Brandon is the first to face some opposition in the form of a droid. Now, droids won't necessarily, or actually they will hurt you, but you can't shoot them, so yeah, that's going to be fun to see how our participants avoid them. So far, no death. Oh, never mind, I take that back. Alexander's had to start over. But it appears like he's the only one, and as I say that, Pickle Dog is starting over as well. Looks like Brandon has had to as well. So over half of our, well, exactly half of our participants have had to start over, but Sam, meanwhile, oh dear, Sam has gotten to the room, the red room in which you have to touch the wall, but he hasn't touched the wall, so that may cause some problems when it comes to the results, if indeed he gets to the end. Meanwhile, SQH has gotten to the room, and he has touched the wall, so he's doing fine so far, just taking out a Sarian guard there.
Thank you for following Ace of Discount. Oh shit! Oh, that guy almost.
I think we've had, yeah, Brandon has had to start over, as well as Alexander once again, and so has Pickle Dog. And Sam has had to start over again, so he's back at the beginning. Hopefully he'll remember to touch the wall when he gets to the red room this time around, and SQH just got zapped on his way through a door. So far, nobody has gotten to the star generator. Had a couple of people get to the red room, but again, only one of them has touched the wall. So let's hope they remember to do that this time. I just noticed... Oh, no, Brandon is going to the red room. I thought he came out of it. So, yes, he's going to the red room. And he is remembering to touch the wall, so that's good. And now he's on his way over. And Pickle Dog is close on Brandon's tail. He's going into the room. But again, so far, no one has gotten lucky enough to get to the star generator yet. SQH is having to start over. Let's see how Sam's doing. Alexander, on the other hand, is in the red room. He has touched the wall. He's on his way to the star generator now. Brandon has had to restart. Sam is in the red room, and it looks like this time he does remember to touch the wall. Okay, so everything's above board this time around. Let's see who's going to be the first. Looks like Gemini Does is on his way to the red room, I think, for the first time. If I have been keeping track properly, which, that's a 50-50 shot, so who knows. Ah, dear, looks like Pickle Dog has to restart. And so does Brandon. Very, very tough, this particular gauntlet here on the Deltar. SQH is back in the red room. Makes his touch there, and he's on his way to the star generator.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Brandon is on his way back to the start.
There you go, like that.
About 3 minutes into this competition, and so far no one has gotten to the star generator yet. These Sarians seem to step it up a little bit after you've made your way to the room. The red room, that is. In fact, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't think there were any Sarians out and about before you actually get to the room. Meanwhile, Sam has gotten to the star generator. He's searching the guard. He's done so. Now he's going to push the button on the control panel. That turns the star generator force field off. Seems to be having a little bit of trouble with the parser, but there he is. Now he's looking at the control panel. He has put in the correct code, which is 6858. That will activate the star generator's self-destruct, and then from there he can try and make his way to the escape pod. SQH is also in the star generator room, closing in fast on Sam Lawson. And that appears to be it as far as those in the star generator. Pickle Dog just had to restart again. Gemini Does is in the red room again. On his way over to the back wall. Makes the touch. And he's off. Sam is out of the star generator room. SQH, meanwhile, has just activated the self-destruct. Oh no! Sam has been vaporized! He is going to have to restart, and yeah, it doesn't sound like he likes that one little bit. Brandon, meanwhile, is in the red room. Makes the touch on the wall. He's over towards the star generator now. And I think Pickle Dog is somewhat close on his heels, if I remember my geography. Yep, there's the corridor leading to the red room. Sam decided to take a visit to Corona for some reason, but he's back. And SQH is in the escape pod room. And assuming nothing happens that would, you know, assuming no stupidity happens, I think it's safe to say he can claim first place, and he does! The escape pod is out, the Deltor explodes, and SQH is the first one. He places first in this event. So now it's a race for second, and so far it doesn't look like anybody's close on his heels. Sam is making his way to the red room. And he's about to make the touch. There he is. Sam is actually using an interesting strategy, I've noticed. It is perfectly permissible within the rules of this event to alter the game speed. And Sam is very much taking advantage of that. He will slow the game speed down to normal when he enters a new room to give himself that extra second or two of reaction time to shoot any Sarians that might be in his way. Once he does that, he bumps the speed back up to fastest, and he alters the speed accordingly. Very, very nice use of the speed control. Meanwhile, as I was blabbering on about the speed control, I do believe he has made his way into the red room, touched the wall, and is now on his way. Well, no, looks like he's on his way to the beginning. Yep, he just had to restart. So did Pickle Dog as well. Alexander, meanwhile, is in the red room, makes his touch. He's on his way to the star generator. There is a lot of back and forth going on. So far, nobody has made it back to the star generator after Trolls' victory. Brandon Bloom having to restart. Looks like Ganadariel's had to as well.
All right, give it to me straight. Do I have a chance?
Yes, you do.
Looks like Sam and Ganadariel's look like they're neck and neck, possibly. Nope, never mind, not anymore. Ganadariel's just had to restart. Pickle Dog's on his way to the red room with Sam Lawson very much hot on his heels, even with the adjusting of the speed. So having to back out every now and again, back out of a room every now and again, because there's a little bit of random number generation going on, depending on that determines is what I'm trying to say, but failing, whether you face a droid or a Sarian or nothing when you enter a new room. And that's why Sam was going back and forth out of that particular room you see him in now. Meanwhile, he's gone to the red room, made the touch, he's on his way to the star generator. Brandon Bloom is in the red room, he's made the touch, and he is on the way to the generator as well. Looks like Alexander is just now making his way towards the red room. Ganadariel's close behind. Never mind. Once again, I should just stop talking about Ganadariel's. I keep jinxing the poor fellow. Every time I see he's making some progress, he has to restart. So we'll just ignore him, poor devil. Maybe it'll do him some good. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog is in the star generator room, searching the guard. He gets the control panel. Force field is down.
Did you do a wall touch before you?
And he is now looking at the control panel.
Droid, so I had to go back, and then there was a guy, and I didn't.
And Sam Lawson is close on his heels.
I hate when there's a guy.
Pickle Dog, meanwhile, has inputted the code.
And so has Sam.
Self-destruct is activated. He just has to wait for the screen to deactivate. Sam is on the screen now.
The weird sound effect is because someone is running.
Looks like Sam is having a little bit of trouble with the inputting the code. I don't know if he's forgotten the controls or if he's or what's going on. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog has made his way out of the star generator room. He is heading towards the escape pod room. He is there. Assuming nothing bad happens, nothing stupid happens. Pickle Dog may have just claimed himself second place. Meanwhile, Alexander's rushing out of the red room. Sam appears to have gotten the star generator self-destruct activated. He's just waiting on the screen to disappear now. It has. He is on his way. And Pickle Dog has made his way to the escape pod. He is off the Deltor. He has claimed second place. Sam appears to be hot on his heels. Just has to make his way to the elevator. And there he is. He's in the room. And again, this is Space Quest, so anything could happen, but I don't think it's going to. So I think it is safe to say Sam Lawson has claimed third place in the lap around the Deltor. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I love it, man. Where can we go?
I always die at the same place. Come on.
I'm very sorry. We went with the most awful event first.
Thank
obviously.
God.
We're going straight into Space Quest 3 with another new event, and this one is entitled simply The Office Run. I have to share my screen here.
Are we ready to roll on this?
Are we? Okay.
Back to Space Quest 3.
Everyone is on the right screen? Yes. Okay, so the way this event works is we basically have to run through the corridors or cubicles of Scumsoft. We have to take, well, some people are already doing a little practice run. Basically, what we are going to do here is steal the key card from Elmo, copy his photo, and make it back to the hallway. And the first person to do that wins. And second and third. And the save game we've been provided by me is set to the fastest speed imaginable. So basically, this is an actual race. You can turn the speed down if you want. Why you
What's
would.
the fun in that?
Yeah, what is the fun in that indeed?
That's no fun.
So, if everyone is ready,
Okay, going back to the start.
going back to the start.
MS-DOS version is harder actually because it's
Alright.
faster.
And is everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. And here you have to...
And off we go with our second event in the Office Maze, the Maze of Cubicles in Space Quest 3. Obviously, we want to be the first one to get Elmo's keycard, copy his photo, and then just make your way out of the office. Ganadarios has already done that. He's already copied the photo. But of course, it's not just as simple as that. There's also trash bins along the way, and of course, Roger Wilco is indeed a janitor, so you have to zap every single trash bin along the way. You can't forget any. Otherwise, you're going to have to restart.
Oh, and there are two different strats to this.
As Brandon has just demonstrated.
Photo first, and then go for the key card.
So yeah, you have to zap every single trash bin, or the office workers are going to get just a tiny bit curious / miffed. Alexander has gotten to Elmo's desk. He's gotten the card. SQH was close behind him, but there we go. Controls are sort of awkward in these parser games, so it can be a little bit hard to fine-tune the controls, so some of these players may be backing in and out of the rooms even though they don't want to. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog and Sam have made their way to the desk of Elmo. Made it sound a little more fancy than it actually is, but, you know, that's what they've done. And, wow, they are actually neck and neck. Sam and Pickle Dog are, that is. This may be... Oh! Okay! Pickle Dog and Sam Lawson have gotten into the hall at the same time. We're going to have to check on those. That's going to be a photo finish. Meanwhile, Ganadariels and Alexander have also gotten into the hall at close to the same time, but Ganadariels just managed to beat him. We're going to go to the photo replay and just check and see which of Sam or Pickle Dog came first.
Chat's gonna have to look at that because it's...
All right, we are analyzing the replay frame by frame. Pickle Dog does indeed... Yes, Pickle Dog just has the edge. His transition triggered first. Pickle Dog just barely edging out the victory over Sam Lawson. Pickle Dog claims first place, Sam Lawson second, and meanwhile, as we said, Ganadariel's third, just beating out Alexander Mejia.
Oh my God! We don't even know who won!
I'm more confused than anything. I'm more confused because
this has never happened in Space Quest, a story in history!
I'm just gonna let Alexander present each event now, or at least...
Yeah, put some pizzazz in it, yeah.
Alexander is now my manager.
You're a hype man.
He will be on the sidelines poking me with a stick when I'm not excited enough. We are doing it, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Ms. Astro Chicken. It's a terrible, terrible game. It's a terrible, terrible arcade sequence in Space Quest 4. Last year we did Astro Chicken. This year we are doing Astro Chicken 2, Ms. Astro Chicken. And
right, loading up.
Basically, it's whoever goes the furthest in the game without having to restart it wins. That means if you finish the game, you win. In 3, 2, 1, activate arcade machine.
And the arcades are all active as we play our third game, Ms. Astro Chicken from Space Quest 4. And already Alexander has lost a life.
Is that an MT32 that's
And
or something?
he has lost that life so hard that his screen is apparently froze.
I think it's the digital sound effects.
Hopefully the technical difficulties will clear up for him. There we go. He's moving again. Pickle Dog, meanwhile, has lost a life as well. So far, a very low-score, high-casualty game for our participants here. But he is, or no, I take that back. Brandon Bloom is in the lead with 46 points. Pickle Dog, meanwhile, has lost his second life. He's down to one more.
If you go in the fences protect you from the flying squirrels.
And he is just, oh, no, he has just lost his last life. Game over for him, 23 points. I think it's safe to say he's not going to be placing anywhere in this game. Meanwhile, it looks like Brandon has lost a life. Yes, indeed he has. He's down to 2 lives and 52 points. Only SQH, Ganadariels, and Sam still have a full count of lives. They are running low on eggs, though. Gonna need to find some corn soon.
Nothing will protect you from the
Brandon, meanwhile, not doing so hot on lives, but doing very well on points. 64 for him. only being overtaken so far by Trolls, who has just hit 80. Meanwhile, Alexander has lost his second life. He's down to 1. Gandadariel's down to 2.
I'm still on all lives. Because I'm amazing.
Really, the hunter, well, the dog in SQH's case, seems to be the biggest bugbear for our players. They're doing a very deft job of avoiding the flying foxes. SQH just got down to no lives left. He's on his last chance. Hit 100 points, though. Meanwhile, Alexander's game is over at 30 points.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I ate the dog and it ate me anyway.
Let's see. Sam looks to be in second place points-wise with 96. Still on 2 lives, I would imagine. In fact, he's the only one remaining with a full complement of lives. SQH refilling on eggs there. Gandadariel still has 1 extra life.
With 2 lives left.
Points-wise, SQH is still in the lead with 134, although Sam is very, very speedily closing in on him. He's at 110, just refilled on eggs. And again, still 2 extra lives.
Rocking it right now.
Yeah.
Troll's at 146 points, but how long can he hold on to that last remaining life? That's the big question.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, Brandon and Gandadariels are by no means out of this.
Is impeccable. I can't believe this.
The hype man.
Gandadariels is down, but he's still got, well, he doesn't have any extra lives, but he's got 1 last chance. SQH is going very close to crossing the 200-point mark.
Oh, man.
And also with Gandadariels' most recent death, Sam Lawson is the only one with any extra lives to speak of. He's now at 144 points, still in second place points-wise.
So I've been egging more people than he has.
SQH, again, getting very close to 200. Only 4 points away. Another good hit will give it to him. Runs into the fence, which you may think would be dangerous, but it actually helps avoid the flying foxes. 199, 1 good sneeze will give him 200 points. Meanwhile, Brandon has just entered the 100-point territory, getting a good double kill there with the dog and the hunter. He's now at 115. And Trolls has crossed the 200-point territory. He's at 213 now. Now 219. So far, all remaining players doing very well despite the lack of extra lives.
Everyone's watching Sam scream.
This is a win based on score.
Except for Sam, of course.
No, apparently not.
Oh,
You're just
come
getting
on.
shots for fun, yeah.
I'm out.
Gandadariels is out? Yes, Gandadariels is out with 48 points. So, we have our top 3. It just remains to be seen in which order they will be placing. So far, SQH is still in the lead, but Sam definitely has a thing or two to say about that with 214 points. And again, those 2 extra lives still in his back pocket. Brandon is now out. He just got mauled by a dog, so with 133 points, he's out. He is in 3rd place. So it's now between SQH and Sam, and assuming Sam doesn't do anything stupid, he could well retain the lead and take this right away from Trolls. But Trolls still hanging in there, still has that fence protection against any flying foxes, but unfortunately that's all it will protect him from. Hunters and dogs are still a no-go, and that hunter's out of the question.
Yeah, the fence though, I mean, like it's
He's running low on eggs, though, is Trolls. So is Sam, for that matter. And that is it! Trolls is out of it with 267 points. Sam's still in 2nd place points-wise, but of course, with 2 extra lives, I think it's safe to say he's going to cross that barrier pretty damn fast. So Brandon is our third place player. And I think it's safe to say Trolls will be our 2nd place finisher. 261 now for Sam, only 6 points away from the lead. 264, 3 points away.
267.
And he is now in the lead. Sam is now officially our 1st place finisher, but of course, I mean, he's still got 2 extra lives, so why not just see how far he can go? Of course, the game can end one of 2 ways: if he runs out of those 2 extra lives, or of course, if he gets to the end of the game. He may even cross the 300-point barrier before all is said and done. Oof, not like that though. Just lost his first extra life.
lives to go. What score can he go to?
After,
Reading the chat.
I don't know how many minutes this game has gone.
At least 400.
Still very close to that 300-point mark, and there he goes. He's got it, 302, and he's gotten to the end. So there it is, the official ruling. Sam in first place with 342 points. Bonus points for those remaining eggs that he got. Trolls in second place with 267, and your third place finisher, Brandon Bloom, with 133.
Brings your score to 342.
Wow.
And
Congratulations.
sorry,
Mad
what?
props.
I have awesome job.
Wow. What did you say? What was your victory speech there, Sam?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
My microphone crapped out. 392 points. I have 342 plus a 50 bonus points at the end.
Oh, the on-screen score didn't tally that up for some reason. Oh well.
Oh, so that's all right. I was hoping I would get through the whole thing without losing any lives, but that it dicks you when you have corn right next to like the farmers or the windmills. That's where it gets you.
Yes. It's too tempting to go there, but that is amazing. I have never seen. I've never actually seen that animated. Like Brandon said, never seen that. So I'm very glad we got that on camera in a tiny, tiny window that Gemini will blow up for our amazement.
Scott Murphy's very proud.
Yes, I think Scott Murphy is extra proud of this. So let's make him extra proud. Let's donate some money to help keep his cancer at bay. Streamlabs.com/SpaceQuestHistorian. Once again, no middleman, no nothing. I just put Scott's PayPal account into Streamlabs. That is exactly where it goes. So everything you throw in there, without the, I think it's like 5% PayPal, give me your shite transaction fee. Beyond that, it's all Scott's. So this is, of course, the amazing burger flipping. And how this works is, of course, we flip burgers at Monolith Burger, and the person who gets the farthest wins.
All right. All right.
In 3, 2, 1, watch those buns. Let's go.
All right, here we go, folks. A little bit of an uneven start for the Monolith Burger this time around. Pickle Dog seems to be the one the fastest off the mark, and indeed, he and Sam have just gotten their first burgers off the line. Brandon following closely behind. I think Alexander was next, and SQH and Ganadariels seem to be bringing up the rear. Sam is taking time to talk to the ingredients. I'm not sure how good of a strategy that's going to be. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog has just gotten his first rejection. So early in the game, the speed hasn't even increased. Sam is just making friends with those pickles. I mean, whatever works for him. Let's see, money-wise, everyone seems to be hovering around the $3 mark, except for Pickle Dog. Of course, with that one rejection, he's just a tiny bit behind at $2. But he's bringing up the rear, slowly but surely. And so far, it doesn't look like anybody has had any rejections apart from that one instance with Pickle Dog. So a fairly even game in this early stage of the burger flipping at Monolith Burger. And SQH seems to have gotten the hang of the keyboard controls. He's gotten the timing down, so he's moving a little bit faster. Still hasn't pulled out ahead, though. Ganadariels with his rejection, his first rejection, I do believe.
Me.
But other than that, everything seems to be nice and neat. Oh, I do believe Brandon just had a rejection. Pickle Dog had his second one. Yep. There's rejection for Brandon. Does that put him out? No, he's still in the game. So that's thrown the score into just a tiny bit of disarray. SQH, Alexander, and Sam all at $3. Meanwhile, Brandon at 9. And Pickle Dog just got to 8. And it looks like Ganadariels is going to join him there as well. Speed's starting to increase here, folks, so we could see a few ejections starting momentarily. Ganadariels got another rejection there. Brandon seems to have had a slip-up on the controls, but he recovered. Got a perfectly acceptable burger there. Well, as acceptable as you can get in Monolith Burger, but I'm sure you know what I mean.
Mouse and no errors?
No errors here.
No more. Oh, I was just about to say no more rejections, and then Ganadariel's got one. Once again, I keep jinxing poor Ganadariel's. I feel bad for it, but not all that bad. Let's see, score-wise, SQH at 18, Alexander also at 18, as is Sam. So still a three-way tie for first place with Brandon very close behind at 17, Pickle Dog at 13, and Ganadariel's bringing up the rear at 11. Alexander had the menu up there for a second. I don't know what was going on. Meanwhile, he and SQH and Brandon and Pickle Dog have had rejections. Pickle Dog and Brandon have got to be getting very close to the end as far as rejections go.
Sam is up to $23.
Sam, meanwhile, is at 23. He has taken the lead. Rejections all across the board this time. Pickle Dog, Brandon Bloom, SQH, Alexander, and Ganadariel's. Not from Sam, though. Has Sam even had one rejection? I don't think he has. Meanwhile, another rejection from SQH, Brandon, basically everybody but Sam. And amazingly, everyone is still in the game. There is Sam's first rejection, I believe, or it's just one of a very scant few from him. So far, he has nailed this game. And we have our first ejection. SQH is the first to get kicked out the door. Pickle Dog and Brandon Bloom, I would imagine, will be following him soon after. They've been getting a lot of rejections. So have Alexander and Ganadariel's. Yep, Alexander's the next to get kicked out, followed closely by Pickle Dog and Brandon Bloom. So as far as lasting the longest, Brandon takes third place there. Ganadariel's with another rejection. That may be his last. Yes, indeed. So he's second place in terms of time. But Sam is still in this with $27. And really, that's all we care about. That's the final determining factor for our score. So the fact that he's still in the game is probably going to guarantee his win. So I think we can safely say he is in first place. Meanwhile, the other players are bringing up their Buckazoid totals. Alexander's at 59, SQH at 57. Brandon is not bringing up his Buckazoid total. We'll have to double check with his. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog and Ganadariel's tied at 53. Sam with another rejection with 30 Buckazoids, but he's still in the game. Oh, he missed one, though. That's probably going to be his last rejection there. I would imagine. Oh, no, he's still in it. He's still in it, but he missed the mustard. That's going to be another rejection. That, I think, is going to... Yeah, I think that's going to call it for him.
Alex is in second place, absolutely. And I think it's like a...
No, still in it, but still misses.
Me and Brandon.
He just can't seem to get off that 30 Buckazoid mark.
No, he didn't. Okay.
Oh wait, did I say I had 53? I had 57.
But he still got the burgers. Oh, he almost had the ketchup. He almost had a perfect burger. Couldn't quite manage it.
Oh, damn. You can't get past 30.
Let's see if this is going to be the one that does it for him.
Or are you fired? Yeah, you're fired.
Got his hands over the lettuce, but nope, that's it. He is done. An impressive display by Sam Lawson. As we said, it's pretty much a guarantee that he's going to be first place in this event. Just remains to see what his final Buckazoid total is. 69! So with 69 Buckazoids, again, Sam takes first place. Second place with Alexander with 59 Buckazoids, and SQH takes third with 57.
But you last longer the more you get right. So if you fail, that's no money, and then you get booted out. Okay, well, that's that was the burger flipping run. So flip those
burger flippingly mad right now.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a pun that would work with that. This event is called simply the Galaxy Galleria Run. But to sort of motivate you to get moving, we are going to introduce a little element of pursuit. Yes, we're going to go behind this change machine, activate the appearance of the sequel police, and then we will do a lap around the mall. So let me just briefly demonstrate how this works. When I exit, actually, without calling the attention of the sequel police, so I can demonstrate the route without getting shot. Here, check this out. So you exit the arcade here. You can either go down as Alexander did, or you can follow the opposite moving walkway and then go around. So what you do here the next screen down is the entrance, and if you go down there, you get shot, so you have to go around this bend. Fuck you, Roger, get up here. So, go like this. It's like parallel parking a car. And then you go all the way to the other end of the mall. And now you can walk on the moving walkways to move faster. The interesting thing here is with the secret police chasing you, I believe there's a random number generator that says, is there a secret police on your tail or not? And of course, if you get shot, it's back to the beginning. Now, once you reach the screen I'm on, now the software store, you double around here and then you go back where you came from. Now, the next thing you have to do is go down one of these stairs and go into the Skate-o-Rama, go around, complete the puzzle as normal. You are allowed to just go down the first set of stairs you see. You don't have to actually go all the way back to the arcade. You can just go down the stairs here. And you go into the dome up here. You go around the dome, still being pursued by the secret police. As Alex demonstrates, they do not fuck around.
Yes, K Panic in the chat says, yes, you can walk to the entrance, but there are very good shots by the entrance, and chances of getting out alive is low.
So once you've gone around the Skate-o-Rama, you walk back up here, and you want to go back into the arcade. Boom-be-doom-be-doom. Oh, what the hell am I doing?
Isn't that the wrong side to cross over?
That is indeed the wrong side to cross over. You would have to go up here and then into the arcade through the left entrance if you want to be good about it. And there should be a time pod here, the time pod that the secret police appeared in. Once you enter that time pod, you have won. Ready in 3, 2, 1, haul ass!
Here we go.
And so we begin the third of our triad of events taking place in the mall of Space Quest 4. The race around the Galleria. All the players have summoned the sequel police, and so it just remains to get around the Skate-o-Rama, and then go back into the arcade and get into the time pod. And I think what's going to cause players a lot of trouble is not necessarily the low gravity of the Skate-o-Rama, but this moving walkway here. Because it's very hard, obviously, just standing there and going around is easy enough, but it's going to be really difficult to try and make your way across the walkway into the stairs, as Ganadarios is trying to do now. Because, of course, you don't want to go too far, and then you'll end up at the entrance and get shot by the sequel police, which has already happened once to SQH. So he's now having to start over. Meanwhile, most other players have made it to the Skate-o-Rama, but with varying degrees of success. I believe Ganadarios has had to start over. Alexander is starting over as well. Pickle Dog, I'm not even sure if he's made it into the Skate-o-Rama yet.
Although you can, if you simply pass all the stores, you can just go down the.
Although he's getting very close. Ooh, just missed the stairs again. As I said, that moving walkway is going to cause some difficulties. Brandon Bloom is having to restart.
The hell?
And it looks like so is... Or no, Sam! Sam has made it into the time pod already!
No, I didn't.
Incredible! So Sam, once again, taking first place. Ganadarios, meanwhile, having to restart, as is Brandon Bloom. Alexander, Pickle Dog, and SQH still making their way, swimming their way through the Skate-o-Rama. Trolls just narrowly avoiding the beam of a sequel police.
Okay.
I got this.
Possibly. He was just kind of hanging off screen. Brandon, I think he has made his way out of the Skate-o-Rama. Now he's just making another lap before he can go back to the arcade. As is Alex. Alex is close behind Brandon. And it looks like Pickle Dog is as well. We've got a very neck-and-neck race right now going back towards the time pod. It looks... Oh! Pickle Dog and Alexander both having to restart. SQH looks like he's going to be the second. Yes, he is! He is next into the time pod. SQH takes second place. Brandon, meanwhile, is in the Skate-o-Rama. He's up towards the top of the dome. Pickle Dog and Alexander are both resummoning their sequel policemen from their restart. Meanwhile, I believe Ganadarios may be on his way. No, he's going back into the Skate-o-Rama.
I saw. Oh, that
And Brandon just got pegged, so he's going to have to restart.
Did you go past the
Ganadariel's, meanwhile, skillfully avoiding the beam of the ground level
That's good. Oh, and he made it.
sequel policeman.
Yeah, you made it into the Skate-o-Rama dome. That's good.
And so far having no resistance swimming around in the dome. Just needs to make his way down, which he seems to be having a bit of difficulty doing.
You guys are in the exact same spot.
Alexander, meanwhile, having a bit of an easier time of it. He's going back down to ground level.
Oh, yeah.
And he's out of the rink. Now making his way back to the time pod.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Oh, but Alex
Let's
is
check
so
on
close
Brandon
to the-
and
he's
Pickle
actually
Dog,
just hanging
meanwhile.
around on-
They
oh,
are
he's
both
hanging around on the middle part.
passing the Monolith Burger. Alexander, meanwhile, I think he's gotten into the time pod. Yes, he has. That means he has claimed third place. I believe for the first time in any of these events, he has actually placed. So congratulations to him. Our final results for the gallery run. Sam Lawson in first, SQH in second, and Alexander in third.
First place was once again Sam, and second place was me, and third place was Alex. And Brandon is in the dome now.
Yeah. Yeah, Orange Jesus does not like me today.
RNGesus. So this event is called the Cliffy Rescue, and we also did this last year, but this year there's a twist. Is this year we shall pick him up. We shall pick up his fat ass 3 times, and the first person to pick him up 3 times and get him back to the cargo bay or wherever wins. In
Yes.
3, 2, 1, let's go rescue.
Off we scoot.
Off we scoot indeed.
And off we go to save Cliffy yet again.
Commander JNM says if Monolith Burger existed in real life, I'd eat there more often.
Makes you wonder if Cliffy was designed to take the damsel in distress role in Space Quest V as much as he gets his ass into trouble.
Is he, oh, God.
But nonetheless, the players are on their way to look for him. Alexander, Pickle Dog, Sam, and Brandon, in that order, have found him, and SQH as well. And Ganadariel's has found him as well.
Where is
So they're all very neck and neck right now. And if you're keeping track on the radar, first off, if you're keeping track of the game, Sam Lawson has already rescued Cliffy for the first time. He's on his way to his second round. But anyway, as I was saying, on the radar, the green dot represents the Eureka. The red dot represents Cliffy's fat ass. There's Pickle Dog with his first rescue.
Almost got it, almost got it.
And he's he can restore at any time. He's losing time though. Alexander with his first rescue. He's a bit quicker on the button now. SQH and Ganadariel's in that order have rescued Cliffy, and meanwhile Brandon is just sitting. Oh no, he's bringing him back to the Eureka.
2 done.
So he's done his first rescue,
Killing us, as usual.
and he'll be restoring his game at any point,
This is
or
highly irregular.
perhaps not. Well, the screen has disappeared, but
I got
oh no,
screwed 'cause I
he's
suck at this.
Brandon is still.
very well in this when I played this on my channel,
I'm
but,
not sure. Has anyone told him that he's supposed to do this 3 times? Because this could get worrying. Brandon may be costing himself the event here. Pickle Dog and Alexander, meanwhile, both have their second rescue in hand,
Right, who's on number 3?
Okay, number 3.
Oh god, I'm on.
as does SQH. Ganadariel's working on it.
Number 3.
2?
And I've been kind of focused on Brandon. I really don't think Brandon has understood the rules of the game.
Sam did.
Yeah, I think he's rescued Cliffy only once, and he thinks he's done. This is definitely going to cost him. Sam, meanwhile, is who's surprised? He's gotten first.
Brandon finished.
He has done all 3 rescues.
Just didn't even tell anybody.
Pickle Dog and Alexander are very close on his heels, though.
I announced it.
And Darius looks like he's having a little bit of trouble finding Cliffy. There he is.
So Brandon first, and I'm second.
And SQH making the grab. Pickle Dog, meanwhile, and Alexander both with their third rescues.
Third.
I think I came in like 5th.
And don't think we need to go to the replay for that one. Pickle Dog just barely eked it out over Alexander. So, yeah, a very interesting way of going about it. But our final results, Sam Lawson first, Pickle Dog second, Alexander Mejia third. And again, Brandon, there has to have been a miscommunication there somewhere. Yeah, Brandon cost himself the game there just by standing there after his first rescue. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes, folks.
Oh, you stopped off the 1. Sorry, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
3.
god. I'm sorry.
I missed that.
Which
Oh.
were the instructions unclear?
No, it's a-
No, I was unsmart.
So this year, as previously stated, we are doing the Root Monster in VGA. As you can see, this is... Oh god, how do I turn the music off?
Ouch.
Right. I think music is very nice, but I am turning it off. Oh, these are all my save games. Hello. They all end in Y for some reason. And as you can see, the speed is very close to the bottom. It's like a quarter way to the bottom. So, first run through, we stay at this speed. Second run through, we try and hit around the middle of the slider. And the third run, we crank it all the way to the top.
Excellent.
I can't change the speed.
I can't change it either.
Come on.
Oh, no. Are you kidding?
It's just
Technical
disabled.
fail. Technical fail.
No, I didn't test this out. And you hit the restart button in 3, 2, 1, scoot.
And so we begin with the first phase of our final event, the Root Monster Maze. The object being to make your way through said maze without touching the tentacles and, of course, without touching the monster itself. Now, I'm being told that due to some technical difficulties, the original intent was to run this event 3 times at increasing speeds. However, that's not technically possible with this particular version of the Root Monster Maze that we're looking at here. So, what the planners have decided to do is we are going to play the VGA version first. Then after that, we're switching back to the regular EGA version that you saw in the previous year's Olympics. Meanwhile, nobody participating in the maze cares about that because everybody's getting eaten. I think everyone except, with the possible exception of Sam and Pickle Dog. Yes, Pickle Dog's in fact making his way back. And I believe Sam is close on his heels, yes. So Sam and Pickle Dog having better luck than the rest of the players so far.
Should be able to go through and turn around.
Nope.
Very slowly, carefully, methodically making their way back towards the beginning. I think Pickle Dog's going to be the first one to finish this first phase of the Root Monster Maze. Yes, he is indeed. He is out. And it looks like Sam is going to be the next one. Meanwhile, Ganadariel's getting fed to the Root Monster once again. SQH has cleared the giant archway. He's on his way. Oh, nope, no, he's not. Never mind. Sam's, meanwhile, cleared the first phase. So he finishes second this time around. Alexander looks like he's going to be third, assuming he doesn't touch any roots. And if he does, he may give Brandon this first win.
Yes, we're only doing 1 run because this is glitchy as
Alexander's
shit,
just
but-
standing there. Nope, he's made it. Alexander is third
Slider had worked.
in this first phase of
Okay,
the
I'm just
Root
gonna
Monster
give up
Maze.
And I'm out.
SQH getting tangled up once again.
And it crashed.
It crashed.
Internal error has occurred.
So on we go to the second phase.
Great.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go with the Root Monster in EGA mode. Everyone seems to have had a normal start except SQH, who we can't see. His screen appears to be on the blink. Hopefully he'll get that fixed. Meanwhile, we are on the EGA Root Monster in normal speed.
Big one.
I know we're at least going to do fast speed after this. I don't know if we will still do fastest speed after that, considering we've already done the VGA Root Monster, but we'll get cross that bridge when we come to it. Meanwhile, Sam has had to restart a couple of times, actually. The players seem to be finding the EGA version of the Root Monster a lot more difficult than the VGA. Ganadariels and Alexander already having to restart. One behind the other. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog and Brandon Bloom have both cleared the archway. They're making their way back towards the beginning.
This one easier, but...
Sam, Alexander, and Ganadariels, meanwhile, are more or less on the same pace going towards the archway. And Pickle Dog and Brandon Bloom are more or less neck and neck. SQH seems to be celebrating, but if he's gotten to the end of the maze, we can't see it. So, for all we know, he may be lying. Brandon, I hope he didn't I hope he didn't touch a tentacle on the way back. because it looks like he just restarted. Pickle Dog, meanwhile, has gotten out of the maze. He has at least placed second, if not first. We have no audio here in our commentary booth, so we can't tell. Again, we have no audio or visual on SQH, so we can't tell if he's won or not. Given the fist pump that we saw from him earlier, we can probably assume that he took first place, but we'll double check the results then. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog, again, has placed at least second, if not first, at least second. So we are now looking probably for the last place player. And it looks like it could well be either Brandon or Sam. They're more or less midway through the return journey in the Root Monster Maze. Ganadariels and Alexander once again having to go back towards the archway. Sam appears to be stuck. He's now moving again. Brandon still on the move. He's a little bit closer to the entrance than Sam is. And assuming he doesn't do a last-minute tentacle touch like he did last time, there we go. Well, he's just standing there. But we're going to give that to him. He's made his way out of the maze. So Brandon is the next to place, followed by Sam. But again, we'll double-check the official results because with no audio and visual... Well, there's the visual back on Trolls. So we'll hopefully have an easier time with him in the future phases.
And a 5-minute countdown starts. 3, 2, 1, go!
So off we go with the fast phase of EGA, and a couple of notes. One, I am being told we will be doing fastest after this phase is over. And two, because fast and fastest are pretty much hell for this EGA Root Monster, we have decided to set a 5-minute time limit. And we will, if nobody makes it to the end of the maze, we will determine who's the winner just by who seems to have gotten the farthest. Sam just crossed the archway, but then he just touched the tentacle, so he's having to restart. Brandon, meanwhile, is making his way, was making his way back to the entrance, but Tentacle nabbed him. And I think he had gotten the farthest. I don't see anybody making a return journey just yet. Sam is absolutely legging it. Oh, no, he's touched the tentacle. Let's see, that puts Ganadariels in the lead so far. Or no, correction, SQH. SQH is in the lead so far with Ganadariels on his tail. SQH making good time. There he goes under the archway and back under. He is now on his return journey. And I think he's the only one. Everyone else is making their way towards the archway. Troll's taking it very careful, doesn't want to slip up now.
I did it!
At least this time we can see. Oh no, he touched the tentacle this time. He was looking so good too. Meanwhile, Sam is on his return journey. Let's see if he can have a little bit of better luck. I think Brandon's on the return journey as well. Yes, Sam is gone. Brandon, meanwhile, so far. Oh no, those EGA hitboxes screwing over our players. Didn't look like Brandon had touched the tentacle, but according to the game, he did. So far, no luck for any of our players. They've managed to get to the archway. They've managed to start their return journey, but so far no one has gotten back to the exit. Pickle Dog is on his return journey. Can he be the first? SQH is fairly even with Pickle Dog's pace, also on the return journey. Pickle Dog's wrapped up in tentacles. SQH taking it very close, very careful around these curves.
Take 3.
He's about at the point where he got last time. He's gotten past that point. Can he get... No, he can't! Should have named this the Heartbreak Maze, because that's all we're seeing here, folks. Brandon now on his return journey.
Scott's favorite part of the
And I think with SQH's most recent restart, he's the only one. And he has gotten to the exit. Brandon is placed first in the fast phase of the EGA Root Monster. The game doesn't understand finish, but it's fine. We do. Brandon is first. I think Pickle Dog was on his return journey, but he got wrapped up. Sam's on the return journey as well, as is SQH. Ganadariel's just coming onto the archway.
How many points do you get for winning?
Suddenly things are neck and neck.
Oh no, no!
SQH just got wrapped up. Sam, very close, very close, taking it gingerly around these last few tentacles, and that's it. Sam is finished. He is second. Just remains to see who will be in third place, and it could be Ganadariels or it could be Pickle Dog. Nope, not Ganadariels, not Pickle Dog. Never mind, ignore I said anything.
I was almost there.
Both of those having to restart.
This is horrible.
SQH in the lead so far, with Pickle Dog close on his heels.
Why did I ask to be there?
And he just got wrapped up. SQH now in the lead by a country mile.
This is why we always.
About the empty 32.
Oh, things are picking up now, folks. Things are picking up fast. SQH now under the archway. He's making his return journey.
Return trip because I can totally do this.
Pick a Dog, meanwhile, about halfway through the journey to the archway. But SQH, oh no, SQH got wrapped up again.
Oh shit.
There we go. He seemed to have a little bit of difficulty with his save game. He saved at the wrong point or something, but he's back at the beginning. Twice now he's back at the beginning. Pick a Dog, meanwhile, on his return journey. Could we have a third person? Could we have our third place? It's looking good so far. No, it's not. Pickle Dog just taking those curves just a little too fast. Meanwhile, Alexander about halfway towards the arches. Or arch, I should say. There are 2 arches, but only one that counts.
Oh god. Oh, I just cheesed the
And he couldn't quite get there.
I failed on the last corner.
Brandon and Sam, it's looking like they might have just gotten lucky than anything else. Not to discount their skill, but the luck definitely plays a factor with this EGA root monster. Pickle Dog's now on his return journey again.
We're doing too well.
Let's see if he can have a better time of it this time. If he could just take those curves a little... No! I think the problem is he's just going at full peg, and around those curves, especially towards the beginning / end of the maze, that's really not the strategy to do. You're just going too fast. And this is on fast phase. Remember, we've still got one more phase to go. Meanwhile, Pickle Dog... Now he's just taking those curves too fast. If he could slow down just a little bit, he might have a better time of it. Not quite as slow as SQH is going. He's just standing there. I'm not sure what he's doing. Interesting strategy, but I don't know. We'll see how it pays off with him.
And there is no third place.
Let's see. I'm being told the time limit may possibly be wrapped up.
Yeah, Brandon was first, and
yes, the time limit has wrapped up. So
I forgot to put in.
We'll check the final results. I just personally would say that Pickle Dog obtained third place just by being farther, but we will check with the officials and get you the official results before moving on to the fastest phase.
And Ozu Brainiac is ready in 3, 2, 1, and go!
And here we go with the final phase of the final event of this year's Space Quest Olympics, the EGA Root Monster on Fast. And from the results I'm seeing so far, I really think it's going to come down to who got the furthest in the 5-minute time limit. I would be amazed if anyone made it to the end. This is coming from personal experience. Remember, I took part in this last year, and it was fun. We'll go with that. It was fun. Brandon was taking it slowly, Sam as well, but it's not doing them any good on that fastest difficulty, or fastest speed, I should say. Pickle Dog is slowing down just a little bit, as I said he should, but he's still coming afoul of those tentacles. SQH, is SQH on his return? He is on his return journey. Amazing. We could have a finisher here, folks. He's taking it gingerly, as he has been, around those tentacles. But on fastest difficulty, even the slightest misstep could be costly. He's standing there taking his time. He's on the move now.
Yes!
Taking it step by step.
I made it past the fucko bend.
Just a couple of more curves to go, and he could do it. He's dangerously close to a tentacle right now. Oh, no! Oh! You want to talk about heartbreak? There it was right there. He was so close, but yet so far away, having to restart from the beginning.
And a lot of stuff. Yeah, that one just.
In fact, I'm seeing restart after restart. Other than SQH's return journey that we just saw, I don't think anyone's made all that much progress. Although Sam has something to say about that. He's getting very close to the archway. And yes, he has crossed it. Standing still for some reason.
It's really shitty.
He's back under, but he's taking it slowly. I can't really say I blame him on fastest difficulty, but as you saw, even that didn't help all that much. Really just comes down to luck.
As soon as you hit that wall, it's like, you can't go that way.
And I got confused for a second when I saw SQH on the move. I thought he had gotten past the exit. I thought he had made it, but I forgot he had gotten wrapped up by a tentacle just at the last. So still no finishers. I thought I saw Alexander on a return journey before he had to restart. Brandon is on a return journey meanwhile. And he adopting the strategy of taking it gingerly around those early curves.
Oh no, Brandon's gonna take.
And it looks like SQH is on his tail. Brandon just got wrapped up. He's having to restart.
Whoa, I can't believe
Okay, return.
It's a lot
SQH getting dangerously close to those tentacles. Again, on fastest, just the hair's width of a slightest misstep is so costly.
I'm past the fuck you thing.
But nonetheless, it's looking good so far. If you can just maintain this step-by-step attitude.
Do it.
Oh no! Oh no! That one tentacle right there, I think, has been the cause of so much pain for all of our participants. And again, as I said, I think it's really going to come down to who got the furthest in the time limit, because we are down to just over a minute and 3/4 left, just under 2 minutes left, and still no one has made it to the end.
Fuck you, tentacle.
Sam is getting close to the archway.
And hentai.
I mean, I've advocated so much in the previous phase for taking it step by step, taking it slow around those curves, which is admittedly still a good strategy, because if you go too fast, then the tentacles have got you. There's no question about that. But of course, 5 minutes goes by quicker than you might expect.
Where am I going?
Brandon on his return journey.
I was like halfway across the screen.
He may get lucky. I don't know. Oof. Skirting. Oh, wow. He just sort of tried to walk over the big blue tentacle there. I don't know why he thought that would do any good. But meanwhile, SQH on his return journey.
We have to have an extension. We simply must.
And once again, standing still, which again, I can't blame him, but he's going to have to pick it up just a little bit. We're down to 45 seconds. He's almost there. Oh no, as I was just about to say, a misstep here could cost him the game, and I think that's going to be the case for everybody unless a miracle occurs. We are down to 30 seconds, and I don't see anybody on a return journey, so I don't think we're going to have a winner here. At least not as far as getting to the end. Obviously, we're going to have to determine a winner of some kind, but we'll get to that once the time runs out, which will be in approximately 12 seconds from now. And let's see. Yeah, no one is on their return journey right now. And with 5 seconds to go, we're not going to have an actual finisher by way of getting to the exit.
We're going to overtime, baby.
Yeah, we're going to have to do it.
What time it is?
And that's it. The time is up.
Anyway, so,
I wanna
And it looks like we're going to have to go to the officials.
to do this. Oh, I may have screwed myself
oh,
up.
I screwed it up.
No, I screwed up at the junction. Oh, I screwed up at
Yes,
everything.
return trip.
Oh, Kenny Daniels is on the return trip. Who else is on the return trip?
Nobody.
Do the watch.
Past Fucky Junction.
Fucky junction. That is the official canonical name for it now. What happened?
Fuck you, Junction.
I did it.
What? Sam did it?
Oh,
Yes.
Dang!
Oh, congratulations.
Sam did it.
Sam.
No seconds?
Oh,
Good job.
Sam.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. My hand is all clammed up like.
Yeah, it hurts.
Oh God.
That's the Olympics.
Actually, yeah, Sam's pounding his chest in victory, as he should. Oh,
Well done.
well done indeed. We're going to have to call this a successful stream. I had a ton of fun. I really did. And we
Yes.
almost didn't even get on the air because 10 minutes before this stream, my computer just decided to do that whole boot loop thing again. And we were like inches away from canceling the stream. Or I was, because I couldn't get my fucking computer to turn on. And I'm so amazingly grateful that it did. So thank you, every single fucking one of you who were here in the text chat, and especially to our competitors, Samuel Lawson, round of applause. Also, winner of the fucking thing.
Well done.
Yeah. You bastard.
I don't have
Oh, do you have an acceptance speech, sir?
You're just gonna cut me off if I try to give it anyway, so forget it.
No, seriously, any words?
I wanted to thank you, trolls, for giving me this opportunity to compete. I wanted to last time, but sadly there was a scheduling conflict. I wanted to thank Scott Murphy for making these awesome games, and I really hope that the donations that we were able to raise go some way in helping alleviate the burden of his medical costs. And I just want to thank everybody else here for watching, and especially the people who did donate. It's greatly appreciated. And that's about it. Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Cheers.
Fuck
Thank
cancer.
you. Yeah. Round of applause for our winner, Sam Lawson. I will send you a terribly photoshopped picture of a golden mop sticking out of a planet. Yeah. That's his award. There are no... The reward here is giving the middle finger to cancer.
And the memories you made along the way.
Yes.
The true gift is friendship.
Speaking of new friends, Genny Daniels. What the hell did I just say? That is not your name. Genny, I'm gonna have to
Genny Dariels.
profile. Genny Dariels. There it is on screen. Genny Dariels.
It's a pun about a famous action actor, Gary Daniels, if anyone knows him.
I'm just gonna smile and nod on that one and say thank you so much for joining us today. Fresh face.
Well, thank you for letting me join. It was a pleasure.
This was very
awesome.
much fun. I'm very sorry you didn't place anywhere.
No, but
Wow.
I didn't have time to practice. I hadn't played anything for like a month because of work. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to do well. So I had fun.
It's more entertaining that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to say that thank you so much for joining, and if you like, you are always welcome back to the Space Quest Olympics 2020, and of course, not
Absolutely.
placing anywhere gives you the esteemed. I'm making this up on the spot. You get the pristine participation trophy, the Photoshop picture of the golden mob in tatters, all bloodied.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd go with the broom from Space Quest 2, just flying off into the void.
Just out of reach. Yeah. Seriously, thank you so much for joining. It was a pleasure having you here. And I'm just going to skip over Brainiac for a second because I want to bring up our lovely compatriot Alexander, who had to bow out. But that was, I mean, the dude didn't seem to do terribly well with arcade sequences when we played Space Quest 4. Poor guy, and I was like, oh god, he's gonna hate me for putting him through this. But he worked it like a champ, and he actually did very, very well. So I'm grateful that he didn't just shout "I hate you forever, trolls," and then left the chat prematurely. I'm very, very thankful for Alexander and for the hype that he brings to the proceedings as well. And of course, Pickle Dog. Yes, the man with the with the eloquent voice. That was the word I was looking for. The eloquently voiced, accented Pickle Dog, who did very, very well. I dare say you might have come in second. See, you got.
I believe in total, yeah. Some people were saying they were using the Copeland method.
What's that? Dare I ask?
Yeah. Apparently, we just need to Google it.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, Summer says Pickle got second. I see Joy of Oyster Bay in the chat, who also says thank you everyone so much. I think we can lift the veil and say that Joy of Oyster Bay in the chat is actually Scott Murphy. So cheers very much
yay.
for watching, Joe. Thank you so much. And Brandon, thank you so much for joining from the snow-capped peaks of Canada.
Woohoo!
Of course, anytime.
From whatever snow dune you had to crawl out from to be here.
Yeah. My car is stuck in the back lane right now.
Oh god! And the
Well, get it there.
the white thing in the background is not actually a drape. It is in fact a giant ball of snow that has crashed through the window.
It's half in the window.
I thought that was just the wall of his igloo.
Oh god!
No, that's over there. It's off camera. I didn't want to show that.
Thank you so much, Brandon. I do believe you cleared third place in this year. I would assume so, just from looking at the stats here. Yeah. And finally, thank you so much, Brainiac, for jumping in at the last second and
No problem.
doing your
fun.
best. This was
Yeah, I tried.
you did very well. I have to say, you did very well.
Like I said, it's been a long time since I played Space Quest 2, so it was fun to just take a shot and see what I could do and see if I could stand. And I could stand with most of you. Because pretty much everybody failed.
Well,
Exactly.
right.
But to be
click,
fair,
turn down
it's
volume.
Roger Wilco. Failure is the name of the game.
Right. Yes. Good point. Very good point. So, with that said, thank you again, everyone. The final tally for the donation stands at $311.18 on Streamlabs, and with however much is in the GoFundMe, I don't know, it's something like $54 extra on top of that. So that did really, really well. So
Awesome.
yeah, thank you, everyone. I'm the Space Quest historian, and I'll see you around the Chrono Stream. Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.